Loro， 今天的影片呢是新加坡的国庆特辑，因为新加坡要过生日了，祝新加坡57年生日快乐！那今天影片呢，我有去访问几个我身边的朋友，为什么他们会喜欢新加坡的原因，那我们大家就一起来看看吧。
Hello， 大家好，我是思薇，我们又见面啦。因为新加坡国庆日要到了嘛，所以想要在这里跟大家分享一下我最喜欢新加坡什么东西。我觉得新加坡的巴士 apps 我蛮喜欢的，因为我们就有可能是我自己的国家关系，以前就上学就是有可能只能在巴士站那边等。然后也不知道车子几时会来，或者车子几时会开车这样子，所以就只能一直等。在新加坡就是有可能只要看那个 apps 可以几点，就是几点会来，就是你提早2到3分钟下去，我们就可以了。就是大概预估几点下去，又不用说一直在那边长期等，所以我觉得还蛮不错的。好，这是我最喜欢新加坡的地方。在这里祝到新加坡国庆日快乐，拜拜。
Hello, I'm Deborah. Yeah, so I want to share 3 points that I love about Singapore. So the first one is the size. So it doesn't mean big means always better. Even though Singapore is so small, and because of that, sometimes I travel from the east to the west. It takes a very short time, and no fear, I can reach there in time. Probably 45 minutes, 50 minutes at most. So that's what I love about Singapore. The second point is multicultural. I mean, growing up, I had friends from the different races. I had Malay friends, I have Indian friends. I also have Filipino friends, Chinese friends, Taiwanese friends, friends from all over the world. You know, because Singapore, we always embrace diversity. So I had the privilege to be friends with people from different cultures. And not just that, because of all these friends, I get to eat all of the different types of cuisine in Singapore. Then the next point is that we as a nation, we are so young as a nation, yet we still manage to develop from like third world to first world. It's also all because of the good leadership in Singapore. I know sometimes it feels like it feels very tired, like because our main source is people and we need people to work really hard. I feel that every single day when I go to work, but then I also believe in the work that we do. I believe that for our country to be better, we need to do our part. Yeah, so stand up for Singapore.
Hi， 大家好，我是 Nora。我今天要来分享新加坡，让我觉得非常欣赏的地方。新加坡呢是一个非常繁荣的地方，当然除了繁荣以外，他们的大自然也是非常的厉害，所以他们这个国家我们常常称为他们叫做城市当中的花园。就是我每次我觉得去乌节路，但是我走一下，马上可以感觉到大自然就像博达尼达人在旁边，在附近，所以我觉得新加坡让我感觉到不只是非常繁荣，好像经济非常厉害，但是他们也带入他们许多的自然元素在他们的生活当中，尤其是他们在一些建筑物当中。新加坡有非常多的建筑物，他们其实提倡非常的绿化，他们不仅是让他们的员工可以有适当的休息，也让他们的建筑物有特别好的美观在当中，所以非常新加坡的建筑物跟他们的城市规划赞。
Hi, I'm Marifet and I'm working here in Singapore for almost 5 years. There are a few things that I like about Singapore. First is their transportation. It's very convenient and accessible to the public. Second one, there's no traffic. I mean, less traffic compared to other countries. Third, I like how safe Singapore is. I don't need to worry, or I know that I can reach home safely regardless where I am. Their environment, I like their environment. It's very relaxing, peaceful, and clean. Thank you.
Hi， 大家好，我是婉君。我喜欢新加坡，就是这里非常的安全，因为呢，你在这里，你的包包都可以不用拉，都不怕会被别人偷或者是抢。然后呢，在这边呢，你可以穿的比较少的衣服，也不会怕你自己有什么人身的安全。然后再来就是它的环境也很棒哦，就像到处你都看不到垃圾。然后呢，它的环境也是非常美，就像机场还有珠儿，他们都精心用心的设计，然后会让你觉得你来到这里是非常舒服。然后再来就是这里的政府呢也非常注重运动哦，所以他们也会提供一些免费的礼券啊，一些补助，然后让你去运动。然后在这边呢，你就可以很健康的生活在这里。
Hello, I'm Isabel. I'm here to share with you what I like about Singapore. One thing I like about Singapore is their education system. I'm very thankful for the education that has been provided for me over the years. As much as it can be stressful, the school also provided me with different opportunities to explore my interests in the music, in the arts and in the sports, such as through our art lesson, our PE lesson, and also co-curricular activities, CCAs for short. And this really gives me a chance to figure out my interests and also help me to hone in my leadership and communication skills. The education system also provided me with different opportunities to go for overseas exchange program. Personally, I went for 2 overseas exchange programs. One when I was in primary 5, I've been to Hangzhou, and then one when I was in secondary 2, I've been to Hong Kong. And this overseas exchange trip really helped me to broaden my perspective and also helped me to develop critical thinking skills. When I was overseas exchange and I communicate with other students, I realized that CCAs are not very common in other countries and that they don't really get any opportunity to explore their interests. And many times parents have to sign them out for extra classes outside of school time in order for them to explore certain interests such as in basketball and badminton. And I realized that quality education is not really provided overseas and many times parents have to pay extra in order to enter private school. Yet in Singapore, all these are provided at a very low cost or even for free. And for that, I'm very thankful.
Hi， 我是 Wendy， 我是从台湾来新加坡当幼教老师的 Wendy， 然后我已经来新加坡3年咯。这3年当中啊，我有发现新加坡很多优点的地方，让我蛮喜欢的。我非常喜欢他们这边的干净整洁。每一次出去玩啊，或者是经过在路边啊，都看到树非常的整齐，而且都会有人定期的去做修剪。然后绿化也是，就是你到每一个地方都可以看到满满绿色的植物，这是我非常喜欢的。第二点就是我非常喜欢他们这边的秩序还有治安啦，大家都非常的守法，只要政府一下命令呢，就是下达指令呢，人民都非常的遵守。可能是因为会遭受罚款吧，就是这点严格执行，所以人民呢都非常的遵守哦。就像 COVID 的时候，政府宣布大家要戴口罩，然后呢聚会不可以超过几个人，大家都非常的遵守，而且执行的效率非常的快，所以这边的全环境是我蛮喜欢的。还有一点就是这边的 CCTV 监视器、录影机非常的多，所以呢，如果你发生什么事情，你都不用担心，随时都可以调出监视器，有政府或警察帮你处理。还有第3点就是我非常喜欢这边的多元文化，印度人，然后还有马来人，还有华人，还有一些外国人。也可以吃到很多不同的食物。再来最后一点有点小害羞，就是我在这边找到另一半，互相照顾的另一半，所以对我来说，新加坡也是一个很特别、很美好的地方。以上4点是我为什么非常喜欢新加坡的原因。
最后一个就轮到我来跟大家分享我自己喜欢新加坡的原因了。我自己呢最喜欢新加坡的原因就是我当初来到新加坡的时候呢，没有任何一刻感觉到自己有被排挤的。这其实也就是像之前前面的几位被采访的朋友们分享到的，新加坡是一个非常多元种族文化的国家，所以我觉得他们从小到大的生活当中呢，就有很多的机会可以接触到不同国家的人。所以当我来到新加坡的时候呢，他们第一次听到我的口音啊，不是新加坡本地人，是台湾人的时候，他们都超热情的耶，而且他们都很愿意跟我分享很多新加坡当地的事情啊，让我更快的去了解新加坡，然后呢还会用台湾的一些话题来跟我就是拉近之间的距离。也是因为这个关系呢，让我就觉得待在新加坡这件事情没有这么的害怕跟陌生了，也因为这样呢，就可以帮助我更快融入新加坡的生活啦。那当然呢，最后我也在这里遇到了我自己的另外一半，然后开启了现在新的生活。所以对于现在所有的一切呢，我都感到非常非常的知足，也非常非常的感谢。这也就是我非常喜欢新加坡的原因咯。
Happy 57 Singapore！ 新加坡生日快乐
！Stand up for Singapore！ 耶！
新加坡，祝你生日快乐！耶
！And happy birthday Singapore！
新加坡生日快乐！
新加坡57岁生日快乐！
night, we're the light into the morning.